Hi, it's me, Ro, author of Speaking from Spirit, and here is your November 2023 energy alert. So, November is a 9 month in a 7 global year, and 9 is a very deeply spiritual number, as is the 7. So, this has been a year where we have come into a lot of reflection on who are we, what am I doing, why am I doing this, a lot of self-reflection. And then now 9 comes along and adds an extra layer of that, and we often look back in a 9 time frame and to our past and kind of reflect, the difference being that we see it with more compassionate, soul-filled, understanding kind of eyes, and or we understand our past in a completely different way, like we see what we couldn't see before. Now, this is the second 9 month that we've had this year. The first one was in February of 2023. So spend some time thinking about what was going on with you at that time, what was happening in your life, what might have been completing or kicking off the start of a completion. Maybe maybe this is when you found out that you were going to retire, or that you are having a baby, and that now that's coming to fruition. That ending of uh, not having any children to now starting a new beginning of having children. This would be the month where it would the fruits of our labor, or our efforts, would be showing up. We'd be reaping the harvest now, and that would be creating a completion to one piece, so something else could start. So something might have been going on back in February, very similar, or like this might be the second part to that. Also, January of 2024 is going to be the third part of this, because we are going to be in a 9 month then as well. So there might be pieces of things that are coming to completion. Like maybe you decided back in February 23 you were going to sell your house, and now that's kind of come to pass, and then you're moving into a new house, and in in January it's like everything is kind of complete or finished up, or done with that. So you want to look at last February, you want to see what's happening now in this November, and then this is also going to carry over until January of 2024. Now, the 9 is about letting go. It's about endings, completion, forgiveness. There's a lot of healing that goes on in a 9 time frame. It's a transformative time. We're highly intuitive, and it's when our intuitive self steps up. That also goes with the 7 year that we're in. We have come to our spirit more. We have learned to listen in and trust our inner voice and follow that. Hopefully, that's what's happened. We've come to clarity about things we have to address or deal with in our life, or where our spirit wants to go next, or what it wants to create next. The work of a 7 years to excavate and get deeper and connected to our soul more. And then the 9 comes along, and this should be the rewards of everything that this spiritual journey year has kind of brought to us. Maybe you started in the beginning of the year not even knowing you had a spirit or caring about that, but something put you on the path of where you start to take this journey and discover things that you were not even looking for, especially of a spiritual nature. Well, this month, November, would be where the chickens come home to roost, basically. This is a time also, this month, November, to put some ghosts to rest. So anything that's still haunting us about our past, anything we have undone, anything we we have not found our peace with yet. Now's the time to make your peace. Now's the time to ask for your peace. Now's the time to find your peace. Now's the time to reconcile, or um, go and rectify some things. This is the time to finish up what's ever unfinished in our past. So whether that is dealing with something you never, dealt with or processed, or that you have to go back and finish something up, this is the month that would get done, especially in a 7 year. This would be calling for that completion. When I say that, I think of things that are going on currently in the news, and this is a time for reconciliation and for clearing up the past so that we can be moving forward. We can't continue, well, we can, I guess, to do the same thing over and over and expect a different outcome. We can continue to do that, but it's unfruitful and it's not satisfying and it never brings about what we want. So here's the time now where we could maybe do it different so we could go forward, or clear up what needs to be cleared up so we could go forward in a different way. We can't change the past, but what we can do is go forward in a different way. Now, what else? This is a time frame of a lot of wisdom. So 9 is always about coming into our wisdom. So here is the energy of that coming up, and we can apply that wisdom to any area of our life that maybe we hadn't done that before. The other thing I would tell you about this 9 energy is that there could be some abrupt endings and to some things, or even unexpected endings. And if that happens, it's okay. And sometimes it's actually really good. But it's destiny. It's destiny unfolding. It's meaning that these things were supposed to finish up so that something new can start, or some new part of you could be born. So the full moon is in Gemini, and it's going to be on November 27th. The new moon is in Scorpio on November 13th. So new moons are times where we start new things or plant new seeds, and full moons are where we kind of finish up or let go of some things. So, and I talk about these more on the weekly energy alerts. So if you're not on my email list, definitely go to my website and get on my email list. Now, some things that you want to know. This is how you're going to help navigate this month. We're in Scorpio season, right? That's what November is. We just had eclipses. 9 is a very sensitive time, as is a 7 energy. So you want to really feel before you think. So what do I feel here? What do I feel about this situation? What do I feel about this change that's coming for me? What do I feel about my life right now? How do I feel about this person? And trust your feeling, not as an emotion, but like, what do I feel or know? Well, I feel like this person is the real deal, or I feel like they tell me the truth, or I feel like this is the right situation for me, or I feel like I made the right decision here, or I feel like I made the wrong decision here. So feel before you think. Your thoughts will go all over, but this will tell you your truth. Then think before you act. So feel before you think, and then think before you act. All right, be willing to forgive, especially your own self. So if you're still harboring, guilt, shame, regret over something, forgive yourself. Let it go. Make an atonement if you have to. Redeem yourself in some way. Mark it paid in full and let it go. If there's someone or something you have to forgive, do it. Stop carrying that weight anymore. Stop carrying that burden anymore. Let it go already and just move forward. This is the only way we go into peace. Otherwise, we keep doing the same thing over and over, or we get buried under by our resentment or our anger, or worse, our hatred, which is what we see play out in every destructive act that happens on this earth by someone to someone else, is an act of hatred and vengeance, always. And it never brings peace. Gotta end. We gotta end this. Number 3, complete any projects, or at least one project or some project that has been on the back burner. So if you started that book and you never finished it, get it back out. You don't have to complete it all this month, but at least make an action plan. Like, here's my plan. I'm going to do, one chapter a month. This is my writing schedule. If your basement is half finished, if you started a crocheting project, whatever it is, Get it done this month or make a plan of action so you know a deadline for completion. Give yourself a deadline to completion. That's what 9 energy does. Number 4. Well, I don't think we really have a choice with this because the eclipse really brought it up. But feel all your feelings, feel them all, give them some space. So you don't have to act from them and you don't have to wallow in them. And you certainly don't have to re energize them with reasons why you should feel this way. What you just need to do is allow them some space. So you go, okay, I'm going to give myself 5 minutes and I'm going to just sit here and feel my sadness or my anger or my grief or my resentment or my jealousy or whatever it is, whatever the emotion of du jour is. Feel the feeling, give yourself a time limit, and then let it go. Done. Okay, done with that. And move on. Some things that are coming up this month. We have the online spiritual community meeting on November 11th. We're going to do a very big Scorpio journeying into the past, and we are going to work with the energy of transformation, healing, and forgiveness. So that is a big one. That is also the guided meditation for this month is transformation, healing, and forgiveness using the purple flames. So it's a guided visual meditation, and it is about using the purple flames to transmute, transform, transcend, heal, forgive. Wednesday, November 1st, I have a free library event at the Parsippany Library. It is Understanding Your Dreams, one of my favorite subjects. Thursday, November 2nd, I have a free library event at the Montville Library. It is mediumship. These, of course, you have to sign up for. You could go to my website. Again, everything is on there. Oh, and we're going to have a 1-day Black Friday gift certificate sale on November 24th, the Friday after Thanksgiving, literally the Black Friday. So it'll be 20% off of any gift certificates. You could buy one for someone you like. They could book an appointment or a reading. You could buy one for yourself and use it and book a reading. For all information, you go to my website. There's all my free library events on there, all my events. If you want to book a reading, you go through there. Again, right now I'm booking for the end of January. No, maybe I think I'm booking for February now. And also you can learn about the online spiritual community and or the spiritual mentorship that I do. I work with some individuals one-on-one on a monthly basis. It's a very powerful thing. You really have to be ready for it, and it kind of takes you to the next level of your life and your spiritual connection to self. Okay, so let's see what the cards want to say. So I'm pulling this month from Kyle Gray, Angels and Ancestors, because, it is the time of the ancestors, the Day of the Dead and All Saints Day, which are the angels and the ancestors, are the first and the second. So let's see. Kyle Gray, what do you want to tell us? The drums, dream and journey. Dream and journey. Hold on 1 second with this one because I always got to look up where that. Okay, 122. Oh Lord, I need my glasses for this one. This is a little fine print. Journey inward to uncover insights and information that will be important for your path. Then follow the guidance. In shamanic traditions in all 4 corners of the world, the drum is recognized as the main tool used by medicine men and women to direct their will and aid meditation. A drum beat can become hypnotic and send those listening into an altered state that can allow them to journey to the spiritual realms and meet their guides. When the drum card appears in a reading, there are opportunities for you to dream or to bring an inner vision into reality. So, okay, pay attention to your dreams this month. This is a big one. Pay attention. They may be very prophetic. They may be very deep intuitive information. They may be a spiritual calling. Like as in Joan of Arc had a dream, get up, you're going to go lead the army, that kind of thing. The extended message. You are very connected to the other worlds at this time. the wisdom, intelligence of the earth, and her magic surround you. The drum, which echoes the sound of Mother Earth's heartbeat, has cleared the cobwebs and dust from your inner vision. What you've seen in your dreams and inner vision is not imagination but guidance, particularly if it has been coming to you repeatedly and has the potential to become reality. Dreams come true, know it and live it. So there are great drum meditations. You can download a lot of them from YouTube or Spotify. There is a lot of drum music that you could get on Spotify. There's also drum circles. Maybe look them up and see if there's any in your area or on Meetup. There's also the sacred bowls. I know a lot of places that do spiritual work, like yoga centers or metaphysical or healing centers, will often do the healing bowls. That's a great one to do as well. So I take this as do a sound meditation, especially with drums this month, because that's going to take you very deep, very deep into places you didn't even maybe know you wanted to go. Okay, so the next deck we're going to pull from is the Spirit Animal Oracle from Colette Baron Reed. And let's see what she wants to say. I got to pull a card first. I'm going to pull a card. The Wombat Spirit, be at home. Oh, yeah. Kind of, we're going into the winter soon. And, it's getting dark and we want to pull in and be quiet and still and be under our covers and eat soup. Or is that maybe just me? But this is the time where we become very reclusive and reflective, and where the hermit archetype of us. Some of us have a bigger one than others, but that will kick up a bit. Okay, here we go. Burrowing deep into the ground, remaining safe, sound, and well fed with the family is a special trait of the wombat. Home sweet home is always available if you recognize that well being is the truth of life. Wombat spirit reminds you that to be truly at home in the world, you need to find comfort within your own skin. You do this by accepting all of your experience without judgment through a deep honesty and love of life. When you feel the freedom to be yourself, you can begin to truly feel at home in your life, with your family, and with your tribe. Right now, you're in a beautiful place where you can hang up the coat of your identity and settle into the true sense of home and well being, understanding that all is well. Everything you do from this place will ring true in harmony with your spirit and with divine spirit. So, what this is saying is make your peace with yourself. Make your peace with your past. Make the peace with the experiences you had. And then you're going to feel truly connected to yourself, and then you're going to feel home, right? What do we all say? Oh, someday I'll be in heaven and it'll be all peaceful. We don't have to wait for then. We could do it now. We could find that now. We can step into that now. But it requires some work. We have to go back and look of what is not at peace, what is unrested, what is haunting us, and make our peace with that. Again, we can't change the past, but what we can do is make amends with it and then decide how we want to go forward. This message is the essence of a 9-month in a 7-year, if I've ever heard one. Okay, so this month is the time of completion on many levels and reaping the rewards of all your past efforts and endeavors. It is a time to decide what must stay and what must go so that something new can begin. That's my message. Okay, listen. Happy Thanksgiving. I hope I get to see you in December. It's me, Ro, and I wish you peace.